going on? Go at you live, Middle of the Earth podcast, Zero Attitude from Zero Latitude. It is Wednesday morning, April 18th at 7:57 in the morning. We've got a super special podcast for you today, guys. We are going to be, let me button this up a little bit, sorry. We are going to be interviewing a candidate for the TRON superdelegate race. And let me get everything set up before I get him on the phone, and we are going to go live with a phone call in just a second. Should have planned ahead. Sorry. But let me just make sure that everything's working perfectly before I call Harry. Don't want to waste his time. Don't want to waste your time. I hope everybody's doing well this morning, guys. Tron's making some lovely movement. I think the volume kind of doubled overnight. Saw it hit 584, something like that. So, you know, that's the kind of action we want to be seeing. We're going to have a great topic of conversation today. He's just got a lot of really, really useful information that he's going to be able to offer us, and a wealth of knowledge. So if anybody is on the podcast and has specific questions, I know that there's going to be a lot of people that want to know specifics regarding, well, one, the tech behind TRON. I think people kind of are a little concerned. It's a lot of hype. So, you know, that's one situation that we want to address and make sure that he's able to talk about and approach from a very technical aspect and really. That's one situation. It looks like it's looking good. It looks really good. Okay. So I'll give a couple minutes for everybody to catch up and get in here, and then we'll get going. Let's take a quick look just at the markets kind of while we have a second. Bitcoin's fighting hard right in the 8,081 range. What's Litecoin at? Nice, Litecoin's back up. That's what we wanted to see. Sold some yesterday, I think at 140. I needed cash. Let me let everybody know that the link is going live, and we will be good to go. Copy. All right, guys, I think we're good to go. Give him a call and bring him in. Good morning, Harry. How are you, sir? Good afternoon, I guess, where you're from.
Sharper now.
Well, you know, I woke up, I got some rest, and we're doing a little bit better for sure.
Good. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm excited. Do you want to give a brief introduction to yourself, sir, and just kind of talk about maybe a little bit of your background and who you are?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Well, Harry, let's go ahead and just start off with the basics. Like, I guess you got into Bitcoin back in 2010. Can you talk about what made you move into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, and more so blockchain technology?
Okay. I got involved in 2010 due to a sort of bet with a friend of mine.
Okay.
We heard about Bitcoin. We had no clue what it was. It was not that interesting. And we both said, well, you know what? We just buy for $100, and we will keep it at least 10 years.
Wow.
And so, yeah. And so we did. At least I did. Bitcoin went up to $24, I believe, at a certain moment.
Right.
And he got chicken out, so he sold, and he was extremely happy with his $2,300. And I told him, well, I'm just going to keep it, and we will see what happens. It dropped to about $3, I believe. So yeah, I got a lot of harassment from him.
I'm sure.
Which is normal.
Right.
Now when he...
Oy. Well, that's terrible. This would be the issue with my Ecuadorian internet.
Okay, well, I hope you can cut into the interview.
It's okay. You were saying, so your friend was kind of jiving you a little bit because...
Yeah, of course. I mean, you buy for $100 and it goes to $23 and then it drops back to $3. So yeah, I would make the same joke also.
For sure.
But
who's laughing now,
funny.
right?
If I see him now, then we know enough.
Exactly. Now we know, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so you
and
got...
I'm going to leave it until at least 2022. So it might go all the way up or down. I will see what happens.
You're not going to touch it. 2022, you're not touching it.
I only lose $100.
That's so incredible.
And right now, well, it's worth a little bit more.
For sure. A little bit more. How modest of you, sir.
We can live of it now.
There you
So,
go.
but no, I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to sell it. It's fine.
Well, let's talk a
But
little...
that was my first introduction into cryptocurrency at all.
Okay, so...
And I didn't much about it until 2014, 2015, and I really started to think, hey, there is something buzzing, something going on, and I'm always a tech guy. I always into the new industry of technology, and I just started to figure out, okay, what is what and what's going on. So you got Bitcoin, you got Ethereum, XRP, all of the big guys. And I surely recognized, hey, there is so much more going on. There is so many possibilities in this. This must be huge. This is going to be huge. It's bigger than Apple. It's bigger than Google. It's Internet 4.0.
Internet 4.0. I like that term for sure. Yes.
Yeah. I always call it Internet 4.0 because this is going to be so strange and
new. Exactly. It's scary to people because they don't understand what the technology can actually do, I think.
Yeah, but don't forget, we are following the exact same steps as we did with the internet. When the internet came out, everybody said, "Oh, this is going to drop. This is strange and weird." And then what happened? All the porno went on internet. You
Right.
could get it for free.
Yep.
So it's a porno site. That was it. There wasn't anything else.
Yep.
But porn, always the first step in something that is going to stay forever.
Right.
And look what happened just yesterday.
It's very true. It's very
We're getting
true.
in the same situation. So now there's a much bigger community coming on for the crypto technology. And now you see a lot of companies coming in, like XRP, Ripple, who is saying that, okay, we're going to make the banks transfer much easier overseas. Now it takes 4 or 5 days.
Sure.
You better take your money, fly over to America, and bring it to the bank. It's faster than a transfer.
Absolutely.
With XRP, they can do it in milliseconds.
Instantaneously. Absolutely. Now, do you think there's going to be mass adoption for XRP on like some kind of scale like that?
Yeah, I like what they're doing.
You like what they're doing? Okay.
I like what they're doing. I'm not sure if they will be able to manage it completely, but the thought is what counts.
Sure. Absolutely.
They're doing the right thing. That is also happening with TRON at the moment. Our big Chinese organization. It's only 7 months old. And TRON is already saying, let's change the whole gaming industry, let's change the whole music industry, let's change the whole
Entertainment, everything. Absolutely.
It's simply saying, take out the Spotify, take out all the other middle people who makes money out of the artist and who didn't make any music, take them out and give the revenue back to the artist.
Now, question, sir. If we were, let's say we're going to start talking about TRON, right? We've got a lot of new information coming out about it. Okay, so the goals are almost out of this world for some people. They can't grasp how big the plan is that TRON has, that it's thinking about, correct?
Yeah.
What can we do to lay down, because I know that I was asking in some of the forums earlier, and a very consistent response for a question to be asked to you, sir, was, can you give some specifics behind just the tech? I think there's a lot of hype. People like, that it's what it's saying that it can do, but how does the actual tech work when it comes to the nodes around the world, and then the superdelegates controlling those or monitoring, if you will, those?
What's going on is they had a fantastic white paper. It explains it all. But now it's time to start building what they are saying they want to do. For that, we need a strong backbone. We need an internet capacity that supports the platform, because it's going to build on its own. And for that, we need 27 super nodes. So that's what we are building right now. TRON said we need 27 super representatives. That can only be a group or a company or a community. They will build a node by themselves, and those 27 nodes will become the backbone of the whole TRON network.
Right.
Everybody else can just set up a node with his own PC or cloud PC or whatever you want. The software is also online, and just become part of the whole TRON network.
So the super nodes, these need to be people or entities that can have huge power or computing ability behind them, is what you're saying.
Well, not people itself, because it's going to be very expensive, and you need
entities, groups.
Yeah. You really need entities or groups, a lot of money to run it. Yes, it's rewarding, absolutely, but it's also going to be a huge investment.
I understand. Okay, so these 27 groups, these different, and that's what you're seeing TRON post on Twitter right now, how, we've got certain partners are going for super delegates. I think it was OCN or GCN. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, right now. But I think I can take a look. I can switch to...
Yeah, so far they have only got big companies to join them. But we are also in close contact with TRON, and they also stated that they would love to have one node, one super representative from the community.
From the community, from like a TRON supporter that's an active rep.
I'm a big TRON supporter. I write a lot of documents about it. I try to inform everybody what's going on and why this is a good deal.
Right.
And with me, there are other people doing the same thing. I'm doing it on Facebook, others doing it on Twitter, Instagram, Telegram. And actually, those few guys, we bundled together and said, okay, we want to be the node of the community. We want to be the super representative for the community.
Okay.
So we just gathered together on a Telegram group, and we are slowly expanding. Well, not slowly, we are expanding very rapidly at the moment. Just to get everybody in, and especially the tech guys, the marketing people. We even have a lawyer now, just to set up everything that we need to become that entity.
So to be the community representative is what you're saying, basically.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now, Harry, is I'm on your Twitter page, and all my followers, guys, anybody watching or later on recording on the recording watching, go ahead and go to this Twitter page that you see up on my screen right now. Give it a follow, and this is the community I think that you're talking about. Is that correct? It's your Twitter handle that says teamtronix.org.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
So,
and we are really growing rapidly now. We need as much people as we can. We are currently in the process of looking at the revenue that we're going to get out of the nodes, because
Harry,
there
you go. Okay, I lost you for a second. You said you were taking a look at the revenue that you were going to get out of the nodes, and then what, sir?
Yeah, every node will produce about 37 million TRX per year, which is fantastic.
It's incredible, yeah.
We can do two things. We can say to the group of 5-6 people saying, hey, we've done a great job, and we're going to put it all in our own pockets, and well, we're going to live wealthy. but all of us immediately said, okay, this is not what we want, because we are a group for the community. So at least 80% of what we are doing, we want to give back to the community. Either by people helping us and we pay them a certain amount, either with starting up education, starting up university visits, just to get the knowledge out that we have.
Now, Harry, that's just your group, right? That's just your specific community, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not only my community. I have my own community of 26,000 followers on Facebook. We also have a guy on Twitter with a massive amount of people, Instagram, Telegram.
Sure.
So we're getting support from all over. And TRON already asked us to become a supernode, and they fully support us in that. They really want us to run for it.
The foundation has already approached you guys specifically, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah. Congratulations. That's really, really incredible. I mean, that's...
We are very proud of it, and we keep a close relationship with each other.
When you say we, this is just this is the group behind TRONX, is when you say we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Team TRONX. We also have a website coming up. It's not there yet, but that will be teamtronix.org.
It's up right now, actually. I'm on it as we speak, and it's kind of, well, it's... No, you're right. It's just the basics. Okay.
it's completely nothing yet.
Yes, I see.
Still building it, but we have so many things to do, and I'm still looking for some guys who know website building, and that is still kind of hard to find. But he's out there, I'm sure. Just contact me via Twitter, and we will have lots of fun.
Community, you guys heard that? He's looking for some high-quality web designers. Anybody that can do good web design, go ahead, and I'll post links, Harry, to your Twitter and to your, I guess, Facebook is the best way to communicate with you? You know, one of them?
Twitter, I don't care.
All right. So
it's always.
That will, guys, all those links will be in the video at the bottom in the comments, so make sure you go down there and you follow and you like Harry on those different pages. So,
right.
Just so that I understand, not your group, but the group that you're working with, TRONX, Team TRONX, they are a candidate for the superdelegate, supported and approached by TRON Foundation themselves with the goal of not keeping the funds?
That's nearly correct. We were not approached by TRON. We
communicated with TRON Foundation?
But they heard of it and they immediately said, hey guys, what you guys are doing, that's great. We're going to support you all the way. Just make sure you meet the hardware requirements. So that's what we're working on right now. But I'm confident we're going to make it. And then we're going to run for one of the 27 seats.
That's incredible. And those are voted on just by TRON holders. So anybody holding TRON can vote for you?
Yeah, so basically all the major companies, the big investors, they hold the most of TRON. They will obviously vote for their own companies.
Of course.
So they will be in anyway. But we as a community, we need to get in there too.
So you guys...
we really need every individual investor into TRX. Just go to the website when we're there and start voting for Team TRONX.
Yeah,
we need every single extra TRX that we can get.
Can you tell me how to do it? Is there a way that I can vote now, or is voting not available yet?
Just now, TRON.network will put up a system as of May the 12th, because that's the ending of our proposal. Then we have to give the proposal to the TRON.
Okay, so the deadline for the proposal submittal is the 12th, and that's when the voting would start?
No, the voting starts mid-June.
Mid-June, okay.
I believe 26th of June.
Okay, that's right. I did see that on his Twitter, correct.
Yes. And that will be done on probably on the TRON.network website. They have mainnet up at that moment.
Sure.
So we should be getting votes there.
Okay, well it's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Questions. So like, let me, and I guess the first thing that pops to mind now, not the other 26 delegates. Let's say, let's just hope for the best, and you guys get approved, and your proposal gets accepted. The other 26 delegates, they're doing this for profit, I assume, right? They're taking the money and they're keeping the money.
Some do, some don't. There is a big Bitcoin company who says, well, we will be the supernode and we donate everything to a charity, which is fantastic. Other companies saying either we split 50-50, we give some back to the community, some keep.
Sure, if it costs a lot of money, they have to be compensated for their investment, I would assume, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. That's what we are also said. We are spending a lot of money just to get it up and running.
Right.
We don't even if we get voted or not. So that money is lost. Too bad. If we get voted, obviously we will start getting some revenue out of it.
Good. Okay.
But all of us, we will not get rich of it. No way.
No, you're gonna recomp your investment and then make a community that's a strong. It sounds similar to the Dash program where they can kind of like vote and bid on projects on a monthly basis, and like I was reading about a school in Venezuela that's being funded. I think something similar could be approached with communities like yours or super delegates like yours. I guess any kind of.
We're still in discussion with each other. How do we bring back to the community? Is it just because people helping us? Are we going to set up schools? Do we want to do online seminars? Do we fly in the people from TRON itself, the programmers, to go to the universities and start giving lectures? There are endless possibilities.
Sure, it's incredible. Yeah, so exciting.
We have a lot of money to our disposal later on, so we're going to go for it.
It's an incredible time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a little baby who's going to take its first steps. It keeps falling. It's like the course of TRON itself, the TRX.
Yeah.
We go up, we go down. But in the end, we only go up.
I equate it very similar to other industry breaking grounds, like the auto industry, train industry, flying, things like that. People on horsebacks initially thought that the cars were crazy and that would never happen. And then people that were watching the people fly thought they were just insane and nobody would ever pay for that. The same
to the stars.
It's exactly. This is the same concept. I think in 5 or 10 years, this will be what completely changes our system. Like you said, Internet 4.0, but even on another scale that we're not ready for, like automated driving cars in America, where everything drives itself and it's illegal to drive almost because it's too dangerous.
I'm not saying that TRON is the absolute way to do it.
No, the technology, though, behind it is what's generating the possibilities for the future.
They want so much things. This can simply fail. But the idea, the development, everything around it, it's going to stay.
The core, the group, yes.
Yeah, and if TRON, on what reason they don't make it, there will be a TRON 2. And they will get in and they will do it. But I'm confident in the Chinese. I know a little bit how they think and how they work, and I know they simply don't fail.
Could we talk about that a little bit? Maybe some specifics that I've been reading about online and that you had mentioned before culturally. I had a conversation yesterday with a friend of mine who is a heavy Ethereum investor, and he doesn't even like the Chinese coins because of his prior business in China with plagiarism and how he's always had to worry about them copying his ideas and different business plans. So I started talking to him about that with regards to TRON and the white paper allegations. And the way he explained it is it's cultural. It's almost where in America for us it's super disrespectful and you plagiarize my stuff and we're fighting almost, but over there it seems to be how business is done almost,
But that is true. Just go back to your own childhood. When you get toys, it was always said made on China.
Yeah.
With every single toy you had. If
sure.
Lego, the little blocks, if Lego came out with a new design or whatever, you could fly out to China within 2 or 3 days, and there it was, made in China.
Recopy. That's what he was saying about the cars. He said the cars in the last 3 years. Yeah.
Everything. Not because it's illegal, no. You thought of something that is great, which is fantastic.
And we want it.
Why do I have to think about it? I mean, you already made it up, so I'm just going to reproduce it. And what do you want to do to me? You can't do anything to me. We're just doing it. So that's into the Chinese culture. Everybody is doing it.
Right.
And it's the same thing with the white paper. Of course, everybody here says, white paper, plagiarism, he can't do it. But it's common in China. Everybody is doing it. You just take a white paper, you adjust the lines where you say, I'm going to do it a little bit differently.
Right.
And there is white paper. And nobody
Nobody cares. Nobody bats an eye. It's not a big deal. Exactly.
Not a big.
Well, the thing is, it's a new concept for American investors or Western. I'm not sure about how things are in Europe actually, as far as the sentiment goes regarding that fact. But for us, it's the plagiarism, the cheating. It's huge. It's terrible. But you know, the intellectual property. I mean, it's like you said, Legos, the cars. I mean, the last 3 years, the Chinese cars have upped their game incredibly, and it's, you know, that's not due to any crazy thought of or stretch of the imagination. They didn't come up with any new technologies, and I imagine in the next few years the same thing will happen. Their cars will just up their game from copied technology from us. So
we all know that first Chinese cars were rubbish.
Yes, exactly.
Nobody wanted to drive these cars. It was just one big miserable thing. But slowly, the things that are coming from China are even better than the ones coming from Europe or coming from America. They just keep improving their technology. Another thing is they have to obey to what the Chinese government asks them. It's a completely different culture. People are with just one political system. They are used to it. They're getting a little bit more freedom.
Sure, but still.
But it's still attention.
Okay.
If you see what Alibaba, everybody knows Alibaba now.
For sure.
It's becoming huge in China, and it's becoming huge in the rest of the world.
Sure.
Why? It just gives the government of China access to everything it has, and say, hey, if you want to look over my shoulder, go ahead. So Alibaba is now totally cleared of the government, and the government said, hey, if you want to grow, have fun.
You
can do it. As long as we can watch, it's fine. Now Binance came along. We all know the Binance, the big exchange, also Chinese, and they said no to the government.
Well, was it Chinese or was it Hong Kong? I thought it was in Hong Kong, so it's still technically a little.
Yeah. Hong Kong and China.
But are the laws the same?
Sorry?
Are the laws the same?
Sorry, say again.
The laws in Hong Kong, are they the same in mainland China?
Well, not really, but Hong Kong now is a part of China.
Sure, back from what? So, that was in '95 from British?
So from the outside, it's still a private entity or a separate entity, but inside, obviously not.
Inside, okay, I got you. So it's still China. I got you.
And what happens there is that Binance said, well, I'm not going to give you access because private, confidentiality and everything. Now they have to move to Malta.
Malta, but don't you think that's a better move for the company?
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, that's great.
I love this move. I hope other cryptocurrencies go on that same path.
Yes, I agree completely with you.
But TRON is different. TRON needs the government. Yeah, TRON needs to work with the government if he wants to make this work.
So, and I think that he is, and I think that one of my like, you know, Hail Mary, and that's just an American football term, one of my long shots, one of my hopes for the long future is the rumor about the possibility that this is Jack Ma's brainchild, you know, in 10 years in the making, and it's his way of taking Alibaba to the next level and doing that with Chinese consent. But also, the flip side of that question is if TRON's pitch is decentralized internet and decentralized entertainment content, how does that affect Chinese censorship laws and Chinese censorship of the internet? Because I think that there is a big butting of heads there, don't you?
Yeah, but on the other hand, Jack Ma has a big arm into the government already.
I agree.
What are we worried about? Yes, Justin is from the University of Jack Ma. He knows what's going on. He knows Jack in person. And Jack already stated that, first of all, Justin has to prove what he's doing. Can he cope with it? Can he deal with it? Can he deal with the pressure? Can he set it up?
Sure.
He got his investors, except Jack. Jack said, no, I'm not going to invest now. Just prove first that you can do this. Once he's done so, and he's doing a hell of a job, he's even pulling the testnet earlier, he's putting mainnet earlier.
Sure.
He's got a roadmap, he's compressing it because everything is going faster than he thought. So he's really pulling it up. Now everybody is just waiting for Jack.
And that's what it is.
We all know that is going to happen. Jack will one moment tell him, all right, now I'm going to support you. And when that does, that TRON will boom.
Yep. That's what the thought concept is on my investment as well. I don't think, you used to see back in January, shit coin, scam coin. That's all you heard, right? I started buying TRON in December.
The funny thing is, I wrote a piece and I posted it 2 or 3 weeks ago on my Facebook page, TRON TRX.
Yes.
And the first line was, TRON is a scam. That was the first thing I said.
Right.
I got a lot of reaction from people saying, hey man, you gave me a heart attack, but then I started reading and I realized, right, it's not what you meant.
No, it was a great attention grabber.
That was all about just about the publicity. I really don't care if TRON gets bad publicity or good publicity.
It doesn't matter.
As long as it just gets publicity, because we have to get the word out. And there will always be people saying it's a shitcoin. You will have lovers, you will have haters.
Sure.
I'm worried at the moment that I don't see TRON in the newspapers anymore.
You're worried that you don't see it. That's what bothers you.
Then I would bother. Then I would be worried. If I don't see TRON anymore. Now you just open a web page, any crypto page, and it either says TRON is going to the moon or TRON is going into the graves, but they are talking about TRON.
I agree completely.
I would get worried if they stop talking about TRON at all.
Now, do you think that things like, because, all right, now, what happened with Verge, right? You were very aware with that, with the huge run-up. You saw, I know that you saw that happen. The dump was big, but I think the partnership in general is good. Do you think that we're going to have a huge run-up on mainnet launch? Because it's the same concept in crypto world. People bought all the rumor up for Verge. It hyped it up way higher than the value was supposed to be. 1,400 sat was way too high for a Pornhub announcement. I mean...
what happened to mainnet? No, yes. Yes and no. Yes, we will see another spike, little spike like we saw with testnet. Just going up, and as soon as testnet launched, we will go down again. And I think that will be the same with mainnet, but not as hyped as we had with Verge. Verge was obviously screaming they got a very big company. Well, they did. I must say it's bigger than everybody is thinking.
It's not the biggest cryptocurrency partnership in the world, and that's what they claimed. So
yeah. That's why they got punished now. So that's dropping, but that's fine. And mainnet, it will also be, especially for day traders, before mainnet comes up. Yeah, of course the price will go up. And once mainnet is launched, a lot of people will sell their coins, say, okay, we've done it, and that's it. So the course will go down again.
Yes. But how does that work exactly then, Harry? Is if say we're transitioning from the ERC20 token to the mainnet token, and from everything I've read, the easiest way to do that is just to hold the coins on Binance and let the...
Well, any big exchange is just fine.
Sure. So any big exchange, Binance for me seems to be the most secure just because past history and whatnot.
They will receive information from TRON how to migrate the coins. You don't have to do anything.
Easy.
However... TRON is also aware that there are a lot of people who have nanos, the electric MyEther wallets.
The MyEther wallets, yes, the ledgers.
Yeah, and they have their coins on there, and they don't want to go to an exchange and pay the fees again, which I totally understand.
Sure.
And if you create an account on TRON network right now, you get your own private wallet already. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and TRX wallet.
Wow. Okay. So what would that require? That would require you downloading the entire blockchain or the...
No, you just go to the tron.network.
And just download the application like it was an Exodus or a Jax or any other,
You just create an account on it, and there's your wallet.
Beautiful.
And what they are going to do, if you forgot to put it on Binance or whatever exchange, or you just don't want to, because that's also a possibility, they will just tell you, all right, upload your coins to the MyEther, to the Ethereum wallet on our website, or the Bitcoin wallet, depending on what you bought, and they will convert it for you to your own TRX wallet.
Would that require giving? When you load up to MyEther wallet, doesn't it require giving your 12-word mnemonic phrase in order to load your Exodus wallet or whatever it is you're trying to load up to Ether, your MyEther wallet? Is that not correct? No?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I was nervous about, because this, I'm always concerned about phishing sites that are, you know, they've been getting a lot better, you know.
Don't forget, we're going to get a lot of sites up saying upload your TRX here, and we will convert it for you. And
of course.
I have seen them already.
You have. That's what I was going to be my next question.
I saw first about 2.5 hours after the announcement of TRON. The TRON said we're going to migrate. 2.5 hours. I saw the first website.
Boom.
It was a shitty website,
but still got people.
It's there, and they will get better and better. So you really have to look out. The best thing you can do is put it on an exchange, and an exchange that you trust, a big exchange.
There you go.
If you really don't want to do that, just don't do anything yet. Just wait for TRON to announce how you can make that transition yourself. They will point out the right places where you can go. And always be aware of scammers. They will be there.
Be aware of what? Scammers. Yes, absolutely. They're going to be there waiting for us to make a mistake, for sure.
It'll be there, and you are just a little fish in a pool of sharks, and make sure you get through it.
Yep, it's very true. So I think from what it sounds like, just the easiest way and the safest way for the new investor that's not as tech savvy would be to just trust the exchange that you trust the most. Where do you do your trading at? Where do you keep most of your coins at? When it's on an exchange, keep them there, and the exchange will take care of everything for you as far as the migration goes.
Yeah, if you look at Binance is a big exchange. They got hacked. They had a problem, but they handled it very well.
They did.
They immediately
said the API keys. Is that what you're talking about? Where they had the? It was the.
Yeah, they put the bonus on it, and they handled it very, very good. So it's safe.
Right.
I would just say if you're new to crypto or whatever, go to Binance.
Yep.
But if you want to try with crypto and not with your own money, but with fake money, which also exists, then just go to companies like eToro, for instance, which is just you can just create an account. It's very easy. You get $100,000 in play money.
Right.
And you can just play with the cryptos and see what's going on.
It's an incredible idea right there.
You can play with Google, with Alibaba, with whatever.
That's a brilliant idea. Yeah, just get a couple months of practice.
Yeah. People just need to realize that the TRX, the TRON, it's no day trader coin.
No, it's a long-term coin.
It's a long-term coin. You can try to day trade it. You will make $2 or $3. You will lose another 4 or 5. But on the end, I have more money by doing nothing than you will have with day trading. I'm going out in the sun and lie down and getting brown, while you are just behind your computer, fully stressed, having a heart attack.
True.
Still don't make any money.
I don't know. I would say that TRON has enough volatility that it does provide swings, because I like day trading TRON just to accrue more coin only. You know, I've been like December, I fumbled. I was wrong in December, so I missed out there. You're right like that. But, you know, right now, I think until mainnet, it's going to give you those swings where right now it's giving us 50 points a day usually, where it's between 515 and 580. And so that's a good 7, 8, 10% spread, 12% spread, depending on where you're getting in and out at.
Which is great.
Which is great, but you're still saying just sit back, go to the beach, come back next year, and then thank me.
I did the same thing with the Bitcoin. Everybody told me sell, buy, do whatever you want to do. I still have 110, I believe, of them, and I never sold them.
For $100.
I could have sold them in December when they were $20,000.
Yeah.
Now they're $8,000, which is fine. I'll leave it there. On the end of the year, it might be $40,000 or $50,000.
It's a great mentality. It is a really good mentality. That's, you know, the buy and hold thing makes it a lot easier for tax purposes too, because you can go from short-term gains on capital gains to long-term capital gains, and that's a much.
If you want to do day trading, buying, holding, everything, start following classes. Start on YouTube. Start on eToro or other websites.
The eToro thing, that was an incredible, yes.
And at least take a year for it. At least take a year for it to see the signals to what is going on. I see a lot of things like the last 3 months from January up to now. It's almost an exact copy as what we have seen for the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
And every year people were saying, oh, now it's gone. Now the cryptos, it's dead. And nothing is going to happen. And I will lose all my money. Yeah, that's true. At that moment, you lose all your money, but just wait.
Just wait. You lose it if you sell, but if you don't sell, you're fine.
April, everything starts going up again. And I can already promise you in July, mid-July, end of July, we will go down. And we will go down massively again. To go up in September.
Right.
That is happening just about every single year.
It's the cycles. If you can find the cycles, absolutely. So I've got all kinds of people asking questions on the ongoing coin burn as well. Could you explain the coin burn a little bit, just the technicalities of it and how it works?
There is none. Problem solved.
Talk to me.
There will be no coin burn. Everybody was thinking, well, we're going to have a massive coin burn. That is simply not going to happen.
Okay.
What TRON now said is, for every time someone wants to develop something on my system, he has to buy a coin.
Right?
Sorry?
Every time they put it up on the system, it charges 1,000 coin, and those get burned. Is that?
Yeah. The one who creates something gets a coin, a value of 1,024 TRX. Those 1,024 TRX, they will get burned. Now, in 100 billion coins, and you burn 1,024, it's going to take a long time before you see any revenue from that. But it's, on the other hand, it's a good thing.
It's ongoing, always going to happen, right?
It's always going to happen. And it will also mean that every time we will see a transaction, because now we're talking only about the developers. We're not even talking about the users. Once we're going to get users on it, they will also do transactions.
Sure.
Music from A to B, whatever.
Everything. I understand. Yeah. And if you've got people that are doing, if you've got a platform that's serving 1.4 billion people,
then we might see a massive coin burn.
Okay, but that you're talking about 2 or 3 years from now when you can kind of...
4 or 5 years, absolutely.
4 or 5.
I'm already sure that we do not have enough coins. TRON is going to get into trouble.
That's I read that article the other day about when somebody was doing the long math on the population and on the use case basis that could apply, and if the coin burn really starts taking effect, it could put TRON in trouble, even though 100 billion sounds sufficient enough. But when you have a Chinese population of 1.4 that are probably going to go.
Only if 10% of the Chinese will join the network, and if another 20 or 30% of the worldwide people joining the network, we will be in massive trouble.
What you would have to do? Would a fork be a situation that they'd have to talk about then, or that would even?
Let's see what they come up to.
We hope that we have that problem someday, right, Harry?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
And I don't have to hope for it. I'm sure they're going to have that problem. And you know what's going to happen then? The price will explode.
The price is going to explode. If the supply is limited and the demand is still high, then obviously simple economics apply, right?
Yeah. So I really think that the 100 billion that they have now, obviously everybody's screaming it's too much. On the end, it will probably not be enough.
I think it's not enough. I love hearing stuff like that. Okay, so I want to do a quick recap just to make sure I've got some of our basics out. One of the most important things is May 12th that you and the TRONX team will be doing your proposal, and that will be to be registered as one of the 27 super delegates.
And we need all the support we can have.
The backbone of everything.
If you're a tech guy, if you are a web designer, oh man, do me a favor. Go on Twitter, go to Team TRONX, and shout that you're the man that I need.
All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do is everybody's looking at the screen capture right now. I've switched it over from your face, Harry, to the screen capture because your face had frozen and I didn't want to stop and restart the stream.
Fine.
But if you're looking at the screen capture right now, you see Harry's page. I'm going to go right now as well to the Team TRONX page, and let's see, Team TRONX maybe? Is that what it is? Do you know what their handle is, Harry? On there, that's probably is.
Team_TRONX.
At Team_TRONX.
That is the Twitter page.
_TRONX. There we go. Maybe that might be it. That doesn't look like it's right. let's go back to Harry's. Is it on your page, Harry?
I have it here. Yeah.
All right. I don't know why it's not letting me go to you.
Twitter.com/team_TRONX with a C.
There we go. I got it.
And then you see teamtronics.org, Tron Education Company.
I do. Yeah.
Community.
All right, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go and give it a follow on mine as well. So we got 205 followers. What we'll do is I'll get my guys to retweet this out and see if we can get you some followers and yeah, see what the community can generate. I think we've got the majority based up. So the 12th you'll apply. The 26th or the 16th, I'm not sure, in June was the date. 26th in June is when the actual voting will commence. I'm sure the instructions will be posted on the TRON website. Yeah, guys, any TRON holders, let's get behind him. This is a great plan, community, vision, guy. Everything seems to really just be like what we want to see. You can see that even on the Team Tronics, Justin's son is following him. So there's legitimacy to what he's talking about, guys. Let's definitely back Harry up. He seems to have a wealth of knowledge, and yeah, let's.
We can do it all together.
We can definitely do it all together. I love your attitude, man. I love your mentality too. Just the giving back concept. I mean, that's a rare mentality, but I think it's something that you're going to find in the crypto world more because it's just the type of people that are involved in it. So, I super appreciate you coming on the stream today, Harry. That was I know you took 45 minutes out of your day to talk to me about all the stuff that's going on. So, anything else that I can plug for you? Any other marketing I can do for you by chance?
No, it's just get the word out. Start voting on the 26th.
We'll do it for sure.
Every single TRX we can have.
What I'll do is I'll go into all the groups. Bye. There you go. Yeah. I'm trying. My goal is 2 million by mainnet. It's an ambitious goal, but we'll see.
No, you can have it. You can handle it.
I think so. I'm gonna keep trying, keep working hard, but yeah. So
it's still cheap. So
still cheap.
Get it now, guys. Hey, thanks for talking to you.
Not a problem, Harry. Thank you so much. I look forward to speaking to you more. I'll start blasting this out on all the social media platforms right after this, and if you'd like, you can repost it and. Let's see if we can get you up to 1,000 followers today.
If you want it, post it on the TRON TRX website on Facebook.
I'll do that as well, for sure.
The one with the hookies.
Absolutely. I'll put it everywhere, and then let's get you over 1,000. Guys, let's get Harry over 1,000 followers on Twitter today, okay? That's the goal.
That would be great.
All right, man. You have a great day. Thank you so much for speaking with me again. Really was a pleasure. Take care, Harry.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.